Hello everyone, and welcome back to With the Facts.
Your favorite political satire show.
That, unlike the government, will never let you down.
As always, I'm your host, Sydney Garrett.
And I'm your host, James Dunqua.
Let's get to it.
Donald Trump has officially declared a state of emergency in an attempt to allocate money towards the border wall that he claimed Mexico would originally pay for.
On top of mentioning how long the legal process would take, he mentioned that his decision to declare the state of emergency wasn't necessarily something that needed to be done at the moment, but was really just something he felt like doing.
However, Republicans on the Hill are not too happy about Trump using military funds to pay for the wall. They believe that if Trump is allowed to do this now, then a future president could go ahead and do the same, but for things like, I don't know, environmental protections.
Wait, a presidential candidate that actually cares about the environment?
I know. Disgusting.
In snowy Minnesota, half Pokémon, half Senator Amy Klobuchar made her announcement to run for president while attending an outdoor event in below freezing weather.
Has she learned nothing from the 9th president of the United States, William Harrison, who died a mere month into his presidency from doing the exact same thing?
Who?
While I don't think death by pneumonia is in Klobuchar's future, I predict that in the midst of the crowded pool of Democratic hopefuls running for president, she'll be just as forgotten about in the coming years as William Harrison has been in American history.
Yikes. That being said, let's go to WTS's very own Jack Kessler for some refreshing insight into how our country is helping our South American neighbors.
Hello everyone, I'm Jack Kessler. Let's get started. In the early morning hours of February 16th, 3 U.S. Air Force cargo planes took off from the Homestead Air Reserve Base in Miami, Florida. Their destination, Cúcuta, Colombia, a city on the edge of the Colombian-Venezuelan border. This border city, saturated with Venezuelan refugees, has become the collection point for a massive amount of American aid. This buildup was precipitated by 2 major events. The first is the ongoing humanitarian aid crisis occurring within Venezuela's borders, which has seen millions of Venezuelans flee the country in search of better living conditions. The second is the ongoing political struggle within Venezuela itself. Juan Guaido, former president of the National Assembly, declared himself the country's interim president after the majority of Venezuelan lawmakers declared the election of President Nicolas Maduro to be illegitimate. Guaido, who has since been recognized as the head of Venezuela's government by the U.S., most of Europe, and the majority of Latin America, was the first to call upon foreign powers to intervene in the ongoing crisis. In response to this call for help, the U.S. has begun to fly in what Vice President Pence cited to be around $48 million in humanitarian assistance. According to Guaido, this aid, consisting of food, health, nutrition, and livelihood assistance, will be brought across the border by Venezuelan volunteers on the 23rd of February. Maduro, however, will likely find a way to interfere with the operation, and Venezuelan military barricades have already been set up on the bridge connecting Cúcuta with Venezuela. All signs point to a coming showdown, one which would decide the fate of millions still trapped within Venezuela's borders. That concludes our episode for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.